Hi, everybody. How are you? How's it going? Wednesday? Happy Wednesday. How are you guys? What's the hot goss? What's the tea? What's everybody doing? I am excited to go live tonight. I'm very tired. I will tell you that. I'm very tired right now. But you guys, I got to go live this week. I haven't gone live yet. So I was like, okay, let me get on the interwebs and let's see what we need to be talking about right now. So I got on the little interwebs and I was like, wow, we actually got a lot of stuff that we could be talking about. So I'm just updating everything, making sure all the links work, making sure I put everything out there. Okay, everything is working. Okay, you guys, I'm very excited. Hi, how are you? How's it going? All right, you guys, we have a lot to talk about. We got the Chrisleys. If you guys are not under, in the world of the Chrisleys, God help you. God help you in a positive way, not in a negative way that I live in. We also have the new House of Villains. Cast has been revealed. We also have Catherine Austin, McBroom, that whole situation. A couple clips just to talk about that, and some new gossip that's come out about that, and a couple other things. So we'll just kind of see what happens. We'll see what flows and goes. Maybe talk about the Valley a little bit and how Lala and Sheena got to be on the Valley. I got to see clips from Lala. I didn't watch the whole episode, but wanted to talk about that too. So some housekeeping things before we get going here. If you're part of the replay crew, hey, how are you? What's going on? Please don't ever be afraid if you're in the live or if you're part of the replay crew to comment. I always go in the comments and I always comment back, talk, have conversations. I absolutely love doing it. So please, even if you are part of the replay crew, get in there, talk to me. Tell me what's going on. Tell me how you're feeling about the topics that we picked, okay? Let me know what you guys are thinking. A couple housekeeping things. Number one, we have a podcast. I have a podcast with my sister. It is called the World's on Fire podcast, and it is just a ADHD pop culture podcast. So if you are into that, I highly recommend. It's very funny, if I do say so myself. Our newest episode that went up about a week and a half ago, we went to the Titanic Museum in Boston, Massachusetts, which was really fun and really silly, really goofy, and we had a really good time. We have new episodes every Monday at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, so go check that page out. Also, go over to the Discord. You're going to want to get over to the Discord because we are going to be doing a really fun live watch party, which I'm going to talk about in just a second. But also, you can go over there and gossip and talk about any Bravo, any reality TV shows that you are loving. And you guys can have those conversations 24/7, 365 with me and with others that love reality TV. So you can go check that out. And then I'm very excited to announce that I'm going to be doing a season 2 Vanderpump Rules rewatch party. And it's going to be part of my Discord and my members only live because it is the only way I can watch it with you guys. That's legal. So please join my members onlys on YouTube. Please also join the Discord and we will keep you updated on that. So that's going to be on June 8th at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to go through some of my favorite episodes from season 2. So if you guys really want to watch that, enjoy that, want to be a part of that, please keep an eye on that. I'm super, 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 super excited about it. Okay. So that's all we got there. So let's pop into some of these TikToks and talk about some things that have been kind of going on. Let's talk about, let's go to House of Villains first. So the new cast got announced today, and it is a nice little mixed bag as per usual. And funny enough, I actually know most of these people, so I'm kind of excited about that. But let's kind of go through and see who's going to be on the cast. Okay, I remember Paul from Big Brother. I definitely remember Paul from Big Brother. I'm trying to think of who else I remember. Hold on, guys. With that in the center there. I only have one screen. I really need to get 2 screens. I really got to work on that. Okay, I remember Paul from Big Brother, and I remember he was Has he only been on one season or has he been on 2 seasons? I don't remember if he's been on 1 season of Big Brother or 2 seasons of Big Brother. But I really liked him. I found him to be really funny and entertaining this season that I did watch, which I think was the first time he was on, if he was on more than once. I've only seen him on 1 season of Big Brother. And I don't know, was he a villain or was he just like goofy, silly? Like, I feel like he wasn't like a villain, but what do I know? I don't remember. You guys comment below and tell me if I forgot. Me either. I don't even know who the hell she's talking about. Of course, I only watched last season of Love Island, so. She is the villain. Okay, if anybody's going to win a show about villains, it's going to be Drita. You want to talk about a show that I'm like, bring it back. Bring it back. Mob Wives. Bring Mob Wives back. Do you guys follow Drita on social media? She is a freaking riot. She's a gangsta. She's a gangsta. That episode where she was talking to her husband while he was in prison and was like talking about how she wasn't going to send him like meat baskets anymore. Iconic. This show, Big Ange, rest in peace. You guys, we want to talk about a very niche show that millennials just love to chit chat about. It's Mob Wives. I will watch anything that Kate's in. I think Kate, to me, the best seasons of Below Deck were Kate seasons. I loved watching. That is one thing that I have a really hard time with Below Deck, is that I don't know, like, I like having a similar cast every single season, like, to follow along. I kind of don't like when they only have, like, one new person, or, like, not, sometimes it's, like, a fresh new cast every season. I kind of don't like that. I like to have, like, thoughts, problems, concerns, issues from the group, okay? And so that's why Below Deck is kind of, like, hit or miss for me every single season, but every single season that Kate was on for Below Deck, loved it, amazing. And, of course, you got this fucking loser. Why are we announcing this so early? Like, I get it, but at least with, like, things like Dancing with the Stars or stuff, like, at least it's, like, it's pretty immediate overall. Like, I saw Alex Earl is going to be on Dancing with the Stars, which is going to bring all the girly pops to the yard. Okay, all the girly pops are going to want to watch Dancing with the Stars this season. Rightfully so. And all the NFL girlies are going to want to watch it too, because her boyfriend is in the NFL. I think does he play for Miami? I don't even know who he plays for anymore. But it does kind of suck when they announce some of this stuff, like, so early on, because then you're just sitting there waiting. We're just sitting there waiting. I'm like, oh my God, why are we waiting so long for this show to come on? It's so annoying. But that's going to be the new cast, you guys. I'm excited. It's going to be very, very interesting. Half of the cast I know, half the cast I don't know. Just Drita alone is going to be prime time mother effing entertainment. So I highly recommend catching this season when it comes out. And clearly it sounds like 2026. So we'll go check that out. All right. So So the Chrisley family, if you guys don't know who they were a reality TV show family. They were very, very, very polarizing. The husband and the wife situation. A lot of people, if we're going to be like completely honest, a lot of people thought that the dad in the family was gay and that their relationship was kind of weird, because it's like, wait a minute, your husband's clearly a gay man. What's going on? It was getting very Lavender Marriage, okay, when people first started watching this. There was a lot of controversy with some of the kids on the show and some of the stuff that they'd been through. They also adopted a daughter. And that was like a whole situation. And their family's just always been very controversial and has been like kind of funny, but also, if you like dig a little deep, you're like, what the hell's going on? So then a couple years ago at this point now, I think, has it been a couple years now? The mom and dad ended up going to prison for bank fraud, I believe it was. And like just a bunch of money stuff. Ended up going to prison. And they got a pretty heavy sentence, if I do say so myself. Hey, Jalissa. Right now, I just talked about House of Villains and the new cast and who's on that, which I can go back to a little bit if you want. And then now we're talking about the Chrisleys and the whole situation of them being pardoned. So they went to prison. And they got up, if I'm gonna say so myself, I do think they got a very hefty sentencing, but I mostly think part of the reason why they got a hefty sentencing is because they are celebrities and it was like, let's set an example type of situation. But they were going to be there for quite some time. And their daughter has trying to be getting involved, trying to get them like, getting appeals, has been submitting appeals, all this stuff. Well, somehow this got to the president Donald Trump. How did this like, out of all the things that this man could be doing right now with his presidency, he's like, I must pardon the Chrisleys. This has to happen. There's no other option. There's nothing else on my agenda that I could be dealing with right now. So I'm definitely going to pardon these random white people that are going to prison for a proven reason. Like, are you really kidding me? I'm feeling exhausted. It was my B-day yesterday. Oh, my sister's 21st today. Oh my God, happy birthday, Jalissa. Happy birthday. That's so exciting. I hope you got to have somewhat of a good day. It's hard. Parenting and having birthdays, I feel like you don't get to actually relax. It's annoying. But I hope you got to do something. Okay, so let's watch some clips of kind of what's been kind of going on here. Okay, here, I'm gonna, oh God. It's not playing any audio. Don't say that, Jalissa. I'm gonna lose my mind. Don't say that. Don't say that. Don't say it. Hold on. Desktop audio. Okay, let's try this again. Are you ready? Tell me if this is playing now. Let's start over. Oh God, I know it's not playing right now. What the hell? Hold on. Don't worry, it's okay. I'll take Spark Notes. But no audio. Okay, hold on. Let's see if this one works.
And as Savannah shares during the January 31st episode of her Unlocked podcast, prison life for the former reality stars actually hasn't been so bad. Savannah says Todd is doing pretty good and even has a job working at his facility's chapel.
We get to see him. So for that, I am forever grateful, because there are so many people that don't get to see their loved ones, that are in different facilities, that are maybe in maximum security prisons, that don't get visitors.
She also reads one of Todd's emails to her, in which he gives her some advice on raising her younger
Perfect.
brother Grayson and niece Chloe, both of whom she now has custody of.
I want you to give yourself some grace, fall in love with the real Savannah, the one that I raised, that radiates a room with her kindness and compassion, not the one the world wants to see.
And as for how Julie has been handling her new norm, she's honestly doing really well.
My mom, she's made friends, she's keeping busy, she's going to church, she's working, she's playing some spades.
Todd and Julie were sentenced in November 2022 after being found guilty of conspiracy to commit bank fraud and wire fraud in June. And while her parents' situation has made things tough for Savannah, she says it's helped her discover a new purpose.
My mission is going to be to bring awareness to how broken our prison system is. How we have a system that does not encourage rehabilitation. It does not encourage growth. It doesn't encourage forgiveness. It just encourages really beating someone down further than they already are.
Okay. I'm gonna, okay. I'm gonna get on a soapbox. Are you guys ready? I'm on the box. Here we go. I get frustrated because, and this is coming from a white person, okay? So hear me out, all right? I get really frustrated with white people as a white person when we give off the energy of it doesn't matter until it happens to us. You didn't give a rat's rear end about the prison system until your white, well-off parents had to deal with the prison system. Had to deal with a prison system that is not even close to what the real American prison system is. Let's actually be so for real right now. The real prison system that is unlawful, horrid, and disgusting and nasty is a prison system that the president that is taking your parents out of it, putting unjustified people into it. Like, can we please be for real right now? So your parents are going to be taken out of prison, even though they were found guilty for what they did and are in the prison. But currently, there are hundreds of people in our country right now. They are being shipped off, that are being taken, that are actual citizens of this country. Do you care about them? Do you care about them? You're going to sit here on your platform and say that, oh, my mission is going to be prison reform, blah, 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 blah. Let me take a wild guess. Let me take a shot in the actual dark. Have you said one word about any of the people who are being taken from their homes, taken off of the streets, taken at their places of employment, taken at family events, taken just wherever, okay? By the ice cream man, let's call it, to be safe, and are actual documented citizens of this country? Do you care about their prison reform? Do you care about them going to prison? Do you care about them being taken out of the country? Because the person that is pardoning your parents is making the prison system 10 times worse and is putting people in our prison system that don't deserve to be there, that don't have any justification to be there. So I'm sorry if I have zero sympathy for this girl. Zero. Nothing. As the great, wonderful, pretty Max herself says, how many F's do I give? 0, 0, 0, none! Okay? I'm sorry. I don't care. I don't care that your privileged white parents, oh, it's so hard. I have a job. I play spades. I'm keeping busy. They have friends. You don't care about the prison system. You care about your parents being in the prison system. But once your parents are out of the prison system, I bet my left, right, center body parts, you will never think about this system ever again as long as you live. And again, I can't emphasize this enough. You're being pardoned by a president who does not care about the prison system and is part of the problem of the prison system. So if you want to reform anything, Kim Kardashian Jr., maybe give your boy a call and go, maybe you should stop telling the ice cream man to just take people off the goddamn street. And hello? You're not there anymore? Huh? Mr. Trump, what happened? Why aren't you there anymore? Get it actually for real right now. Like, literally get for real right now. So, I saw this and I was like, please stop. And then I see this and I said, oh, we're done. We're too far gone.
Alright, y'all, so I did an Instagram live, and it was a little glitchy because I don't have great service, but I am so excited. We had the best day ever. I flew to Florida so that I could record an episode of Laura Trump's show, The View, on Fox, and it will air on Saturday night, and I am so grateful for the opportunity. Laura, her whole team, Fox, everyone at Trump National and Jupiter, I mean, they're all phenomenal. I have not come in contact with better people, truly. So not only did I do her show, but Grayson and I played 18 holes of golf at Trump National, and on the 18th hole, there's a presidential seal, and it is 45 yards from the green.
It's 45 yards from the green. It's 45 yards from the green. That hat, the way that I want to knock that off of your goddamn head. Then there's this. Then let's hear what big old cheetah man's got to say.
Thing, but it's a great thing because your parents are going to be free and clean, and I hope we can do it by tomorrow.
Oh my goodness. The president called me personally as I was walking into Sam's Club and notified me that he was signing paper.
Not walking into Costco. I just want to put that out there. Not walking into Costco.
Pardon paperwork for both of my parents. So both my parents are coming home tonight or tomorrow, and I will forever be grateful for President Trump, his administration, and everyone along the way, all of my lawyers, the people who put in countless hours and effort and love for my family to make sure that my parents got home.
Are you going to use those big, fat, stinky lawyers for the prison reform that you're going to get involved in? For all the people that are going to prison and jail because of President Trump? Anybody? You going to do that? No, you're not. We're not even going to touch it with a 10-foot pole that her niece, daughter, sister, I don't even know who she is to them, to be quite honest with you. I don't follow the Chrisleys, okay? I know baseline stuff. But she is not a white person. It's just like, it's one of those things, and AOC said this once in a speech where she was cussing out some loser on the right side that said nasty things to her. And she said it perfectly, something to the effect of like, it truly doesn't matter if you have a daughter, if you have a mother, if you have a sister, if you have any women in your life, and I'm saying this, it doesn't matter if your best friend is a person of color. White people just be not giving a shit. If it's not happening to them, they don't care. So it doesn't matter that she has a sister, a daughter, a nephew, a niece, a best friend. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Because they don't care. Because it's all this. It's all this. It's not looking at the bigger picture and being like, oh wow, this is kind of crazy. Maybe my parents should sit in prison for the crimes that they actually committed, and then maybe I should take my big, bad, powerful lawyers and I should use them to save and help people in prison that are in there illegally. Not just like unlawfully, like mistakes happen, like prison reform. No. I'm talking about straight thug facts, black and white, illegal, or illegally in prison. I can't. I'm gonna go crazy. So yeah, that was, watching all that made my brain want to explode. And of course the comment section was like, oh my god, hallelujah, Jesus. It's like, girl, Jesus, you clearly don't read the Bible. You do not read the Bible. Because the Bible, the Jesus in the Bible that you claim that you talk about and talk to all the time, wouldn't be hooting and hollering and rooting for your parents. Just saying. Okay? Let's move on. So, Catherine, she was married to Austin McBroom. She was on Call Her Daddy, and there's been a lot of back and forth about, because she's coming out with a book, I guess, and obviously it's going to be a tell-out, duh. And there have been some crazy rumors that have happened. Tana Mojo has been a part of one of them. I'm sure there'll be more. And Austin's obviously saying, like, no, this is bullshit. Again, these are people that I know surface level stuff about, but I know, like, the gist, the drama, the tea, minimum kind of stuff. But these are some rumors that Call Her Daddy, Alex Earl wanted to basically like debunk some with Catherine. So here's a couple of them.
I want to ask you, there were some like viral cheating rumors that I want to just like get your opinion on. Mm-hmm. Tana Mojo recently revealed that she covered for Austin after you found lipstick in Austin's car. What really happened there?
So she covered for him, which I believe that it's probably true, definitely happened, because I remember we had a Lamborghini at the time. I never drove that car, and I got in one day as a passenger, and I noticed there was a lip liner or lip gloss, something like that, and it wasn't mine. And I thought, and I'm like, whose is this? He's like, oh, so and so got in my car the other day, and his girlfriend was on the lap, and I drove them down the street to get into their car. And I just said, I'm like, I don't believe you. Like, at this point now, I don't believe you.
Right.
It's like, I'm gonna call him right now. And so I guess she was there. And yeah, I think I think her publicly talking about that is hurtful. Why didn't you call me? Message me. Hey girl, I was there on that phone call. I just want to let you know, that wasn't true.
It was also rumored that Austin would hire nannies so he could sleep with them when you weren't around. Do you know if this is true?
No, we never had a nanny.
Never had a nanny.
Grandma.
Okay.
Well, that's interesting. Out of all the lies, I do appreciate this. Like, when any of this type of stuff happens, when there's like these rumors and there's like these cheating scandals and all this stuff, I do appreciate when there are situations that could be so easily like juicy and gossipy, and it's like, oh my god, let's talk more about this. Oh my god, let's bring this up more. Let's lie for the sake of the tea and the gossip. I do appreciate when the person that was hurt in the situation is truthful about things that could be pushed more, because honestly, I feel like she could have been like, oh yeah, he was humping every nanny that, walked into the door. And she's like, no, we don't have nannies. Like, we have my grandmother and that was it. End of story. So no, that is not a true statement. That didn't happen. Because then it just adds validity to moving forward other things that she's going to say when she is debunking or is saying like, yeah, he was bad at this, and this, but he didn't do this. And it just, for me personally, I don't speak for everybody, for me personally, it does add validity to her being honest about the situation. Because it's like, it can't be every scandalous bad thing he did. It can't be everything. There's got to be something that he didn't do that was just misconstrued or whatever. I will say the Tana part of it, I'm like, girl, I hope Tana's learned, and I feel like she has. And clearly I think this happened a while ago when that happened. I hope Tana's learned, like, we're girls. We don't support men in any way, shape, or mother effing form. 10 times out of 10, we are always going to believe the woman first, and then we'll go from there. Like, we're not going to support men's propaganda and bullshit and craziness.
Did you ever get confirmation if the infamous yacht orgy happened?
Yes, I actually did. Yeah.
Wow. And that was when he butt dialed you that weekend?
That was that weekend, yeah.
How did you get confirmation?
Through a friend who's married to a guy that was physically there.
Wow.
Yeah. Years later, by the way.
Yeah.
When it didn't matter anymore. It just like, it was like, oh, really? Oh, okay, that's surprising to me.
Right, you're like, shit.
I guess it did happen.
Did Austin...
What are we doing? Is this White Lotus? Is this White Lotus? Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Also, okay, here's my theory on any of these cheating things like this, okay? You should always go into marriage with full-blown honesty from the time you get married to the end of it, okay? And if at any point in your marriage you feel like you are turning your head in a different direction, if you actually value yourself, if you value your marriage, if you value the person you're spending time with, you would go up to your partner and go, hey, or you would take inventory in yourself and you go, why am I doing that? Why do I feel like it's okay to do that? Because I entered into a relationship where I said I was going to be monogamous. I entered into a relationship saying that I'm only going to be exclusively with this person. What is making me not want to be exclusively with this person? Should I look into that? And then turn back around and go, is that because of something they did or something that I'm doing? Okay, it's something that they are doing. I should speak up and say something. I should say, hey, I'm not cheating on you. I'm not going to do anything bad, but I am noticing I'm getting attention from so-and-so or these people or this, whatever. And that makes me feel good. And I should get that attention from you, and you should be the one making me feel good. So what is it in our relationship that we're going through that, like, I'm losing that? And my body feels this feeling of like, I really want this attention from this other person. Or, I don't know, here's another concept, okay? Go into relationships being full-blown honest and saying, hey, I'm not a monogamous person. It's like, oh, well, then they won't date me. Then they don't date you. There are people out there that will be in non-monogamous relationships. You will find somebody that will be like, yeah, I'm totally fine with that. The problem is, this is the problem, and it's usually what I find with men, is that there are men that love not being in monogamous relationships, but they don't want their partner to be in non-monogamous relationships. I can cheat on you, and I can be with five other people. I can be on boat orgies, okay? But you can't be. And that's the problem. If you want to be in those types of relationships, then you got to be okay with the other person doing that too. Wants to listen to you as her bedtime story, so you're playing for her. Oh, cute. I love that. So yeah, so it's just one of those things where it's like, what are we, there's no reason, there's absolutely no reason for you to mess up this hardcore if you're a full-fledged adult. Because you should either A, take inventory of yourself and go, what is this saying about me that I'm feeling this way? Or B, you should go up to your partner and go, hey, I'm feeling this way. Can we talk about this? Can we have a conversation? I'm not physically going to go do anything, but I do feel this need to have this type of attention from another person, and that clearly means something's going on. Or you just need to go, oh, I clearly don't want to be in monogamous relationships. I clearly want to be, you know, out in these streets talking and hanging out with every girl, boy on the street, okay? Every day, them. Like, can we just be honest with each other? I wish, and this is the other thing too that pisses me off, is that you know that celebrities, we know, okay? I don't know, because I don't like know, but we know that celebrities are 1000% in polyamorous, open, whatever you want to call it, relationships. And I wish that they would just be honest about that, because then it would open up the conversation for us regular little people of like, oh, you could do this if you wanted to. The problem is that in order to be in those types of relationships and in order for them to be successful, you have to be so good at communication and so open to communication and so open to feedback. And that amount of self-awareness is learned. It's very learned behavior, and it's really hard to it's really hard to accomplish. It's really, really, really hard to do.
Really bring his mistress to a charity event you guys threw together at the Staples Center.
Yeah, so there was this girl, the girl that I was talking about earlier, the one with the long text, so that was her.
Since that information came to light, Austin has completely denied it, said he would have never brought a girl there, that never happened. Like, what do you say to that?
To me, it's like, why lie about that? But now I know, like, you can lie about a lot of things that aren't true, so I'm like, okay, well, because the thing is that I knew that writing this book, there would be some kind of, like, retaliation or some things that are said. Yeah. I knew that, you know, something would come from this, obviously, because, you know, I wrote a book. I didn't know what magnitude, that I wasn't aware of, but it's interesting because I saw it and I thought, this is not me, you know, like I'm past that. Mm-hmm. Like, I truly feel like it was a test. Truly, it's like, you, Austin, you could have handled that differently. You know, you could have said, I saw, see, she has a book out, you know, and one of the things he said is, I didn't tell him about the book. The thing is, when you go through a divorce, you don't really tell someone what you're doing. You know what I mean? And I had been promoting the book for 2 years. I've been talking about it, so he had seen it. I think if I would have mentioned the book to him privately, he may have wanted to try to stop me from doing it. So it was just something just doing me, you know?
What cracks me up is to sit there and act like Austin wouldn't do the same goddamn thing, also hasn't already. Like, I'm shocked that this man has not tried, like, to... Well, actually, he has, because didn't he do... Oh, my God. This is, like, the dumbest... This is why I'm never going to be a rocket scientist. This is why I'm never going to be an astronaut, okay? This is why I'm never going to be Katy Perry holding a freaking dandelion up in the air, okay? It's because I use this brain power for the dumbest shit. You guys, wasn't it, like... Oh, God... sometime last year, where he was in Haley, oh God, one of the twins there, the one that played Little Mermaid, her or her sister, had just had a baby, and Austin was best friends with her baby daddy. And he showed up in his little, like, trailer and was making YouTube videos about being in that trailer and basically being homeless. So it's like, you love making a buck out of your partner's misery. And you love making a buck out of a bad situation that you did, that you created, that you put yourself in, okay? But when she does it, when she speaks her truth, when she talks about what she's gone through, when she talks about the crap that you did to her, all of a sudden it's, oh, we're trying to make a buck. Oh, I can't believe you would do this. Oh my God, how dare you? But if you had the chance to make a buck, if you had the chance to write a book, if you had a chance to do all these things, yes, DDG, that's what it was. It was Haley. Oh my God, my ears, you guys. I need to figure out what's going on. My ears are so itchy and it's driving me nuts. I think I have swimmer's ear, but it's annoying and I hate it and I can't stand it. I can't take it anymore. I can't take it. I gotta take my earrings out. Hold on, let me take this off too, because I'm not gonna be listening to anything else. But to sit there and act like, oh my God, I can't believe, I can't believe she would do this. How dare you do this? And then he like put out a post of like, oh my God. And of course she does this. This all comes out on like our daughter's birthday. It's like, that has nothing to do with her. Catherine doesn't get to pick when Call Her Daddy comes on. That's not her choice. So it's like, oh my God, out of all the days for this to happen, it's like my daughter's birthday. It's like you give a crap. Let's be for real. If your daughter's not making you a buck, you don't give a crap. If you can't put her on on the cover of your, clips and your shows and stuff like that, you don't give a crap. Let's please, let's just stop. Let's actually stop for 5 seconds, please, and really think about the type of person that you are and the way that you behave. And if she's really the bad guy in this situation, it's absolutely crazy to me. Another thing that I can't stand, and this is something I've had to come to learn, is that a lot of these women that do these books are not necessarily doing the books because they want to start gossip and tea, and they want to oh my God, let's talk about all this crazy shit that happened to me. And I've learned this a lot from Taylor Armstrong from Real House of Beverly Hills, is that sometimes these women do these tell-all books because it's the only way they can make money on their own. Because they don't have money. It's like, oh, well, they're divorcing these rich people, blah, 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 blah. But then you think about Taylor Armstrong and everything that her ex-husband went through before he, himself. And he was losing a lot of money. He didn't have anything. So by the time he passed away, she barely got anything out of that situation. So that's not necessarily how that all works. And even if you do get divorced, or even if you do try to get away from that person, sometimes they take forever to withhold money from you, to take everything away from you. And it takes forever to get your own money. So sometimes these women, they have to do these book deals and they have to do these things in order to make money for themselves and for their children, and in order to move forward. That's a huge piece of the puzzle that people don't understand. It's like, you don't automatically just all of a sudden have this money. When you separate, people do messed up shit. People will take things away from you, withhold things from you. It's sick and it's gross, but it happens. So I've learned to realize that sometimes hold off the anger towards these women that want to write these tell-all books about these horrible situations they were in with their men, because this might be the only way that they can make money for themselves and make money to get away from their partners and away from the situations that they were in. So, I don't know, kind of crazy, but yeah. So she's clearly going through something and she's trying to figure it out. And Call Her Daddy cracks me up because it's just a mixed bag of celebrities. Some celebrities I'm like, holy shit, this is a really famous person. And then other people I'm like, Austin McBroom's ex-wife, what the fuck? Do people care about that? But I guess people care. Let me see what, I can't see what Call Her Daddy is getting for number. Maybe I can. Let's look. I don't know, maybe I can. Oh no, she's on Sirius now, isn't she? She's on Sirius. Let's see what the videos are getting. Let's see what the online is getting for video views. Videos. Okay. So, the Catherine, is it Paez? Got 2.7 million views on the video of that. She said, let's see, Kate Hudson. She said Jane Goodall. That's the other thing. It's just some of these people, I'm just wow, this is crazy. This is just different. These are such different people. She had Zayn Malik. She had, I don't know who this Lauren girl is. She had Simone Biles. She had Glennon Doyle and Abby Wambach, Post Malone. What's her Trisha Paytas one. So let's go back here and see what her most popular videos are from Call Her Daddy. So that, wow. So I guess I'm wrong, but that Catherine episode is her third highest viewed on the Call Her Daddy podcast, YouTube podcast. The first one was Rachel Kirkconnell. I don't know who that is. Next was Khloe Kardashian. And then both those videos had around the 3 million view point. Catherine will probably get up there. She's 2.7. And then funny enough, right after that is Tana. But she's like literally talked to everybody. She talked to Millie Bobby Brown, Ellen Pompeo, Miley Cyrus, Kylie Kelsey, Hailey Bieber, Chapel Roan, like fucking Vice President Kamala Harris. Like, that's crazy. She's literally talked to everybody. I will say, a lot of the people she talks to, it's very white. I'm just saying, like, come on, Alex, let's, switch it up a little bit. I'm just saying, we don't have to, but just a thought, just a little thought, okay? Mix it up a bit, Okay, before I end this live, I want to say this. Miley Cyrus, if you're listening, please do your version of an Eras tour. I am begging you, okay? Do your version of it, but 10 times better than Katie's and borderline as good as Taylor's, okay? And I'm going to need you in one of the eras for it to be Hannah Montana. And I'm going to need you to dress up as Hannah Montana. Do it for us. Do it for the millennials. I'm begging you. We need you. We need you. We need it. We need all of it. Can you imagine? She's just like doing one of her little eras. She's doing her little thing. All of a sudden, I would die. It would be incredible. I would see that concert in like a friggin' heartbeat if I knew she was doing friggin' Hannah Montana in it. That'd be iconic and wonderful. So, all right, this is a short one, but I love you guys. I hope you're having a great night. As I said, please go join the members only. Go join the Discord so that way you guys can come and watch the live watch party of some Vanderpump Rules season 2 episodes. We're very excited. We're curating and deciding what we're going to do, which episodes we're going to pick, etc., how many we're going to pick. I think we're going to do 3. So just stay tuned for that. That's going to be on June 8th at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So get ready for that. Go check out the World's on Fire podcast. I really appreciate that. I work very hard on it with the editing and everything on that. And then if you guys have any topics that you want me to talk about on the next live, please comment down below. I'd love to hear from you. I'd really appreciate that. Never be afraid to comment. Never be afraid to speak up and say what you want to talk about. Give your opinions as long as they are constructive, kind, within reason. I don't mind a little sassy sass. I'm sassy, okay? Just be, don't be a complete a-hole. That's all I care about. As I always say in all my videos, please go support local LGBTQIA businesses, especially with Pride coming up, but also don't forget to do it all year round. I will have links in the bio to companies and businesses that I support and that I enjoy supporting year round in that community. And I love you guys so much, and I hope you have an amazing evening, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.